That's what I don't have. It's in the car. I need to go get the...
What is up, everyone? So we're doing another skate review today. We're talking about the Lava skates. So for those that have not heard, Lava came out with the 755 Pro model, or 755 shell, and then this will be a Pro model. More to come on that. And to start out, I'll say this is probably the lightest, if not maybe second lightest to the Aeon. So it's super light shell, and it has a really nice sole plate, which is probably my favorite part. They got little pads in there. Really makes a huge difference. If you look at the side, just do it like this,
and then flip it the other way.
So this is a lifted heel skate, which means that it's not flat. You can't just put any sole plate on there. It's slightly lifted here. You can put the speed frames and all that kind of stuff on there. They bolt right on, which is kind of nice. Which makes the skate even lighter. One of my favorite parts about the skate is if you look at the backside plate compared to the frame, a little easier with the flat one here. You'll notice that the backside plate is actually behind the frame. So my favorite part here, the backside plate, right? If you look right here, it's not straight. A lot of skates, it's straight now. It's actually supposed to be behind the frame, like this. It makes you sit at an angle so that when you're grinding, you're never really grinding straight. You're always kind of at an angle. So this gives you that true old school feeling how the rollerblades used to be made. Same thing on the inside, right? It's further behind, so you're not going to notice it much when you grind, but it's behind there, and it's just amazing. So for the backside plate, that's huge. To be able to have that like that, that changes the angle. Now sole plate wise, it's no different than like an SL here I got right now. These are 9 shells, by the way. The negative is larger than the SL, which is great, so you can do negative grinds. The sole plate is pretty much identical. The difference being it's just one single piece, and the plastic is very hard. So it slides really good. Alright, then I also have a REMS, which is a 1011, just as a comparison. But you look at the sole plate here, and you can see like it's pretty good. Now, what makes this skate unique is it has what we vert skaters used to use, the little straps in the middle, right? Buckle strap. You can remove this, you can skate without it. It works just as fine. It bends a little bit more, so sometimes for street I do that. You can also put a Velcro strap in. I think that's what the French brothers did. But yeah, this is a fun feature. It also has like the USD neck skate. It has these rubber inserts. So realistically, you could get different colors and kind of customize your skate right here. The other thing that's nice is it's got a removable cuff, so you could put different color cuffs on it. It's got a lock-in buckle that brings the leftover into the cuff so you don't see it, right? And the infamous tap issue where you would touch and buckles open on skates, it doesn't exist on this one, which is great. I currently have a standard liner in here. You could use a rain liner, you can use USD liner. The stock liners are okay, but most of us like customizing our skates, and so we change out the shock absorbers, the liners, all that stuff.
Cool.
All right, so in terms of size, I know most of you guys want to know, okay, how does my skate look? Does it look big on my feet? Does it not look big, right? So again, you got this is a 9 shell, this is a 9 shell. So if you look, they're pretty much identical. I do believe that there's a little bit more toe space in the Lava. So if you have a wide front foot, this is a really good skate for you. We also have a REMS here, which, I mean, we're not gonna get any wider than that, but that's a 10 shell, right? And there's a 9, so you can tell there's definitely a noticeable difference.
Are on.
All right, so like we were talking about with customization, the shock absorber, which I don't have, it locks in on the sides here. And so like this one came with a red shock absorber, but let's say you put a black shock absorber or yellow, you would actually have the highlight of that color sticking out of here, which is awesome. Then you could technically match it with this, or your laces, your buckle. So in one sense, this skate gives you more customization options than any skate that I've seen in a long time. And at the same time, if you want a speed skate, you just take the sole plate off and you have a speed skate. So big things to take away from this: super light. They flex very similar to a USD Sway or a Razors SL. Large sole plate, customization options, and liners. You can put a lot of liners in here and they fit very well. So overall, I would definitely give this thing a 9 out of 10 points. And I've been riding them now for a few months and I'm super happy with them. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments or shoot me a message and I'll try to get you an answer. Like always, now we'll show some skate clips with the skates. So thanks for watching.
Dude, that blue one was so fucking out of space like that was crazy.